Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. And today I will be reading a Katsuki listener by me. So let's get into it. You and Katsuki were not really on good terms right now. Things have gotten messy between the two of you as of late. And with Katsuki being so focused on his work as a pro hero, they were only bound to get messier and messier, with him paying little to no attention to you. It hurts you beyond anything. It made you feel isolated and lonely, like your love did not mean anything to him. If anything, you only felt like you were just stuck and alone, and you couldn't talk to him. You wouldn't want to leave him. That's the furthest thing from what you wanted. But it seemed like Katsuki did not even pay attention to what you were feeling and what you felt as his lover. You had called him 5 times, and he just didn't respond yet. And you had given up on trying to call him again, thinking that maybe you won't need to. And in fact, you would just leave your phone, deciding that if he calls, you won't be picking up his calls either. And it just so happens that an hour later, he calls you, and insistently too, 3 times in a row. Could it be something important? Probably. But he didn't pick up any of your calls either, so you were not gonna pick up any of his. Not until he comes home and talks to you. And that's what you thought would happen. Until someone broke the window of your apartment, and the rest was forgotten. Meanwhile, Katsuki was panicking, trying to rush to your home before anyone else could. He had heard about it, a warning of a villain with a quirk, and he didn't even get to hear what the quirk was before he was just trying to run to you, get to you as fast as he possibly could, because he was terrified. He was this close to losing you any moment now, and if he didn't get there in time, then, well, he didn't want to think about it, but it was a possibility nonetheless, one that he had to keep in his mind as he ran towards you with all that he had, only to find the glass of your home broken, and you laying there, passed out. He tried to get the worst of possibilities out of his mind, and as soon as he saw you breathing on the ground, he let out a sigh of relief, picking you up and taking you to the nearest hospital. He thought that, as severe as it could be, he'd be okay in the end. Worst case scenario, they would get recovery girl, and that would be it. He was terrified, yes. He felt guilty, and he knew it was his fault, one way or another, because he was careless like that. And he knows why he didn't pick up either, and he knows that was mostly his fault. And he stays there, waiting for you outside your hospital room, until the doctors come to him every once in a while to inform him of your state as he waits patiently, more than he ever has. Until one time the doctor comes towards him and tells him what he does right now. So, you're telling me she has amnesia? Well, yes, that's the case. We don't know if she remembers you or not, but from the looks of it, perhaps not. You should go talk to her. Just try not to stress her out too much. She knows she has amnesia now. We just need to know how far back it is. And Katsuki nods and goes into your hospital room, trying to ready himself to whatever might be thrown at him, whether that be an insult, a compliment, or a look of absolute hatred. And it would be probably the last one if you remember too much of your relationship. You were mad at him, for good reason. He could not blame you, but his hero work, it was important to him. But now that you were in this hospital room, He easily knew that you were the most important thing in his life, more than his hero work and more than anything else. He sat down beside you, fidgeting. So, um, Wayan, do you remember me? He asked awkwardly, for lack of better wording, and you stared at him for a while, nodding. I know you. We were in class together. I mean, I'm surely certain we have graduated by now. But you're Katsuki, right? And he nods, a sigh of relief leaving him, and he smiles at you. A lot has happened, Wayan. Like what? Like us. We're married. And for a moment, you were bright red, trying to process the information that he threw at you right now. You were married to your high school crush, from what it seems. Wasn't that just the way to go? It seemed so wonderful, so magical, that you couldn't help but smile. Really? So, so I got what I wanted in the end then? I mean, if we're married, you probably already know. But I had a really big crush on you back then. You say with a soft smile, blushing, and he grins at that, because you never really told him. It was all for your pride, after all. But now that he knows, he finds it bittersweet how you loved him so much for so long, and how he was only willing to give you a little bit of his love whenever he could. He didn't deserve you, and he knew that much. But now, it felt like the universe was looking down on him and giving him another chance, one that he was completely undeserving of. And you took your hand in his, leaning down to press a soft kiss to it, smiling. Well, I'm more than ready to make you fall in love again, if you're willing. I don't think it will take much, you say nervously, your breath hitching from how sweet he was. And he decides that he messed things up once, and he probably made you hate him, at least at a point in time. You were mad at him for most of the time, and he knows you didn't really hate him, but he doesn't want to make you sad like that again. So he's going to work hard, and he will fix things, and he will do his best to give you the love that you truly deserve.